Hi, everyone, and welcome. Eagles Insider Dave Spadaro, along with Pro Bowl safety Malcolm Jenkins. A conversation presented by Bob's Discount Furniture as the Eagles get ready for the Minnesota Vikings on Sunday. And Malcolm, I guess first question, do you believe in revenge in the NFL?
No, I don't. I think I think it's hard enough to win in this game, and I think it's just too much to be motivated for. I do think that teams obviously, if you struggled against a team or you lost against a team, that gives you a little extra juice. But revenge, it doesn't give you any extra wins or anything. So I don't believe in that.
Bulletin board stuff ever worked for you?
No, it hasn't.
Okay.
Half the times we know as players we get misquoted almost 90% of the time.
Hey ho ho ho, hey ho, from the other guys.
Yeah, from the other guys. You're the good guy. But I think it doesn't really motivate you that much.
How are you feeling about this Eagles team?
I'm feeling encouraged because I think I know who we are. But you sometimes get disappointed when you don't perform the way that you're capable of. And I think, we look at the tape, and it's not that we don't have enough talent. It's not that, we're not skilled enough. It's just we're hurting ourselves. Penalties, we're in the I think, top 3 in the league when it comes to yardage from penalties. The defense hadn't gotten the turnovers that we're used to getting in the past. So, we're not making up for a lot of the mistakes that we made. So we got to find a way to limit the mistakes against ourselves, create some havoc on defense where we're taking the ball away, getting the extra possession, and then capitalizing on those opportunities when we get a chance.
This season is a reminder of the fine line between winning and losing in this league. As Doug said, could be 0-4, could be 4-0. Yeah. It's crazy, right?
Yeah, I mean, the margin of every game is usually 3 points. Mm-hmm. And so that's, a field goal deciding almost every game. And that comes down to 1 or 2 plays. And I think, we can look back at, the seasons in the past, even when we went, was that 6-9 mm-hmm. or 7-9? Sorry, 7-9. A lot of those games on the road came down to just small margins of error, and then you end up with a losing season. Fast forward that, and we win, those close games last year, and you're 13-3. Now here we are in a new season, just trying to figure out a way to win those close games. So we'll continue to hash out the details, make sure we find those 1 or 2 areas to get better at, and let the cards fall where they may.
Kirk Cousins is the Vikings quarterback. We all know him very well. Is he doing a lot of the same things with Minnesota that he did with Washington?
Yeah, I think Kirk Cousins, when he's very much a rhythm passer. And when he's able to get the ball out of his hands, throw quick throws, he looks, at the top of the league. He's an elite quarterback when he can do that. And we saw that last, when they played the Rams, it was a shootout. He's throwing balls all over the place. But if you look at the game before that, when they played the Bills, the Bills got after him really, really early. And then all of a sudden, he's not as accurate with the football. He's got to hold the ball a little bit. He's getting hit. He's missing some wide open guys. And so I think what I've learned playing him, even when he was with the Redskins, is you cannot let him get on rhythm, because if you do, it's going to be a long day.
So it sounds like you have to really mix the pressure up and get to him. So that's one thing. But then isn't the idea, it just seems very obvious that teams don't even want to deal with the Eagles' pressure, right, that the quarterbacks are getting rid of the football so fast that you almost don't have time to get to the quarterback.
Yeah, and I think that was the difference in those 2 games. I don't know how serious the Vikings took the Bills' pass rush. And so they were able to get to him early. And you saw everybody kind of knows the Rams. They got Sue and all these guys up front. So you can tell their idea was to, when they wanted to throw it down the field, was to max protect. And if not, they were getting the ball out quick to eliminate, that rush. And that's very, very effective for him. And we've seen them use that against us when he was with the Redskins. So we as a secondary got to make put an emphasis on making him hold the ball, go through his reads to give the rush some time to get to him.
You lost your backfield mate, Rodney. First of all, how's he doing? Because he's a great guy, really tough injury.
Yeah, I mean, he's a guy who loves this game. And he puts in so much work, and this is one of those years I know he was determined to really shine. And so to lose him is tough, not only for him but for our room. But we were able to, fill in that gap. I thought Corey Graham played really, really well, tackled well during the game. Avonte Maddox got some playing time, came up with an interception right before the half, gave us a chance to go up. So I think we'll continue to fill that void by committee, in different packages. But we're excited now to see some of these young guys that we have get a chance to contribute.
If we may, I'd like to talk about Malcolm Jenkins off the field, one of the most well-rounded men in the history of the NFL. I find it remarkable, Malcolm, that you are able to be so great on the field, and then you put in so much time off the field. How do you manage your time? Where did that come from?
I mean, I think things gradually, grow. I've learned how to be efficient, very, very efficient with my time, and maximize every hour in a day. But I don't do all of this on my own. I have a great team around me that executes the visions that I create. So my mom, for instance, is the president of the Malcolm Jenkins Foundation. We have a foundation that's operating in 4 different states: Ohio, Louisiana, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania, and she's the one who really makes that go, as well as all the rest of the endeavors that I have off the field. So I think I'm surrounded by a great team of people, but I put in the time because I'm convicted. These are things that I enjoy doing. Just as much as I love studying film and playing the game, I love giving back to the community, and I realize the importance of this moment and the opportunity that I have as an athlete, on the highest platform, in the world, to impact the world. And this is only a temporary time. I won't be in the league forever. And so while I'll try to maximize it.
I was going to ask you the question, what do you want your legacy to be? I think you just answered it. I want my legacy to be that I impacted the world. Is that correct?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. That's the biggest thing. Somebody asked me recently, what is it that you play for? And I told them, throughout my life that has changed. Before, early in my career, it was just about, being a competitor. It was about respect. It was about being the best. But, won 2 Super Bowls, been to the Pro Bowl twice. There's not many more things on that list. And now it's really about the impact. When I leave the game, how did I impact the game itself? How did I impact the city that I played in, my teammates? And what does everybody say about you? Because football, there's going to be another safety down the line that's going to play better, is going to have better stats, and you may be forgotten. But the way you impact lives, I think, is really long-lasting. Camden,
New Jersey has long been a blighted city. It has overcome, well, actually, I'm not sure how much it's overcome because I don't go there. I only read about it, honestly, and it is a very traumatic city. You were recently awarded the key to the city of Camden, working with Antioch Baptist Church, providing services, food, a daily need. Why Camden? What do you see when you look at Camden, and what did that key mean to you?
Yeah, well, I'm from New Jersey originally, so when I got here to Philly, we poured a lot of our efforts into creating programs here in Philadelphia that can help, because we saw it as a city in need. But Camden, New Jersey is really an extension of Philly, and oftentimes gets overlooked, right? And they are dealing with all kind of issues. And we decided to bring some of the programs that we were doing in Philly and replicate them also in Camden. And we received a ton of support, not only from Antioch Church, but from the community. The service groups that are over there that are already doing this work just needed the attention, the resources. We had an awesome event where we gave away, books, food, clothing, health and wellness resources, and the community appreciated it. And we were awarded with, I say we because I know I'm not the only one in the foundation that's doing it, but we were awarded with the key to the city. And we've doubled down on our commitment that we'll stay in Camden and continue to build that partnership with those citizens.
Congratulations. I mean, I know it meant something to you. It meant a lot to you.
Yeah, it meant a lot. I mean, like I said, I'm originally from Jersey, so to be able to be recognized by my home state is, is something that I never dreamt of as a kid, and to see how far, my foundation has come is far greater than anything I've ever imagined.
Absolutely, and a far greater impact than anything you can ever do on the football field, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
That's the truth. All right, Malcolm Jenkins, thanks so much. Good luck on Sunday against the Minnesota Vikings. Malcolm Jenkins in studio, a conversation presented by Bob's Discount Furniture. Thanks for joining us.